Whether they're big or small, our dreams are all equally significant. Realizing our dreams is a fantastic way to improve our sense of self-worth. Because it means we have accomplished something we set out to do. I'll demonstrate how to plan for and realize a desired outcome, as well as how to persevere in the face of obstacles, in the following video. Having a purpose in life, and therefore goals to work toward, gives us direction and motivates us to take action. Without a reason to get out of bed in the morning, you might as well be a battery-operated robot. Many people simply say, "I wish I could lose weight. If I had more cash, I could do a lot more things. A better job is something I'd like to achieve. Additional friends in my life would be welcome. And so on, I'd like to study French." These, as you can see, are not targets. Despite the importance of desires, setting goals that are in line with one's natural inclinations is even more important. Not having them is holding you back from reaching your ideal situation. The desire for a desired outcome, while necessary, is not sufficient. The essential distinction between wants and objectives is that the former are merely amorphous concepts and the latter are specific and attainable. One of the reasons why so many people fail to achieve their goals is that they have vague aspirations rather than specific ones. Think about your end goals before you do anything else. Setting reasonable objectives should be your first step when planning a project. Smart goals are those that are well-defined, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's take a closer look at this. A goal needs to be carefully crafted in order to be effective. In order to be clear and manageable, yearly targets need to be specific. Consider someone who is intent on running a successful blog. They need only pick a platform, figure out hosting, register a domain name, create a website design, and publish their first article. Therefore, why do so many blogs fail or get abandoned by their owners in the millions? If you don't have a clear idea of what you want to accomplish at the outset, you won't have a clue as to how to get there. How will you know if you are getting closer to your goal? Here are a few examples of broad, undefined objectives. More independence is what I seek. $1 million would be a dream come true for me. For personal reasons, I need to start working out again. I'm looking to improve my connections with others. Instead, it's important to pause here and take stock of the motivations that have brought you this far in pursuit of your goals. One possibility is that you'll want to go back and look at them. Let's say, for argument's sake, that you want to fulfill a lifelong ambition by teaching yourself to play the guitar. You give some thought to your motivations and realize that one possibility is that you think people who can play the guitar are more well-liked at school. However, having such a motive isn't a guarantee that you'll stick to your goal. So maybe you should stop and look for a less taxing approach to achieving your end goal of bettering your social connections. It's not enough to simply call your goal the best or the most, it must be quantifiable as well. That way, your efforts can be monitored and assessed on a regular basis. Stats and numbers should be used whenever possible. Instead of just saying you want to start a successful blog, you could commit to doing something specific every day for the first month, like writing X number of words per post or getting Y number of page views. Why do we care about the total number of subscribers, comments, and likes? As unpleasant as it may be, after the first month, you can develop the metrics and advance to higher levels and better quality of engagement. However, not every wish can be granted. There may be a need to revise your goal if it appears to be too far outside the realm of possibility. Let's pretend you've made the decision to become the best basketball player in the world. It's a tall order for anyone, but if you're only 5 feet tall, you probably won't be able to complete it. With no pun intended, because that would set you up for massive disappointment. No one is stopping you from having a good time shooting hoops with your pals. But if you seriously want to pursue a career in sports, you should probably pick something where your height won't matter too much. Strive for something beyond your current capabilities, but make sure your goals are realistic and doable in the time you've allotted. Taking into account the available resources helps you avoid becoming overwhelmed and instead focuses on breaking down the overall goal into manageable chunks. Goals that are consistent with who you are, where you want to go, and what you want to achieve are more likely to keep you motivated and less likely to cause you to give up before you reach the finish line. To be truly effective, your goals should reflect your personal values and priorities, rather than those of your culture, family, or peers. You'll be able to put more of your energy and focus into the things that matter most to you if you take the time to set some meaningful goals. Anyone who considers themselves a multi-enthusiast, or who pursues a variety of goals that aren't necessarily interconnected will find this article useful. I recommend picking one major objective at a time to work toward, ideally the one that will bring you the most personal satisfaction. A sense of urgency is what separates a simple dream from a smart goal. Deadlines such as 7 days, a month, or 90 days are very helpful in preventing procrastination. The maxim work expands to fill the time available for its completion. Parkinson's law should be kept in mind. This emphasizes the significance of setting realistic time goals and checking in on progress on a regular basis. Now that you have set attainable goals, what should you do next? If you're stuck, try writing them down to make them more real. Once you've mapped out the steps you need to take, you can erase the pages. One must develop a strategy to put them into effect. Keep in mind that just setting the target isn't enough. In order to put it into action, you need a well-thought-out strategy. Start by writing down what you hope to achieve. Find out what it is you want to accomplish before you do anything else. The next step of reflecting on what to do may be easier or harder, depending on the specific situation. But it is essential to spend time planning your goals in order to achieve them. By combining the well-structured thoughts in your head with the tangible aspect of having your goals written down, you can better clarify and reinforce your intentions. Your aspirations gain even more strength. The best-case scenario is to keep a copy of your written objectives in a place where you will see them often. In your face, constant confirmation of what you're seeing facilitates concentrated effort and minimizes interruptions. Make a list of your priorities and recommit to them by affirming your purpose and strengthening your resolve to see them through. A large percentage of people are working toward several different ends. Writing down your aspirations can help you see whether they are more than pipe dreams. An attempt at ranking them would be helpful here. If you rank your objectives, you can zero in on the ones you value the most. While it's admirable that you have many interests and aspirations, you might, for instance, like to earn a master's degree in astrophysics while also mastering classical guitar, reading Tolstoy's complete opera, and training for a marathon. You should probably prioritize your pursuits. The most vital thing is that it will aid you in both short-term and long-term planning. To ensure your success, it's important to assess your level of dedication to each objective. If you're not fully invested in reaching your long-term goal, it's unlikely that you will ever get there. When you break your goals down into smaller, more manageable chunks and then work on those chunks on a regular basis, you'll eventually achieve your larger goal. Consider how you can foster a setting or frame of mind that facilitates the setting of goals with the least amount of resistance. Don't make up excuses for why you can't make consistent progress toward your goals. To keep your momentum going and prevent yourself from getting sidetracked, take baby steps and form micro-habits. Goals can be broken down in a variety of ways, including by time frame, weekly, monthly, quarterly. By frequency, start with twice a week and work up to 5 times a week, by progression, beginning at level 1 and working up to level 10, and so on. You are the only one who can maintain the self-discipline and focus necessary to realize your dreams. You could try assigning consequences in case you don't push your goal forward, without exaggerating, and sharing your goals on social media or with a responsible partner or group of people who will encourage and support you in the process. Having a reward system is useful in at least 2 ways. You could do the housework, but you don't like getting 5 points for it. First, you acknowledge your past achievements and hard work, and then you anticipate future rewards and boost to your sense of self-worth. Have such a close connection that researchers postulated an endless cycle whereby one would inevitably lead to the other. The higher we achieve in boosting our confidence. In fact, the ability to generate and enter this virtuous circle is crucial for one's professional and personal success. Living within this circle, in other words, means having developed resilience such that some unexpected events can be absorbed without negatively affecting one's outlook on life or one's ability to achieve one's goals. The top 6 achieve their goals by creating routines and routine systems. Setting and achieving goals requires the implementation of systems and habits that work for you rather than against you. If your goals and actions are not aligned and if you do not execute them, try to review and improve them regularly. If you want to start working out on a regular basis first thing in the morning, you might want to set out your workout clothes next to the bed the night before. Identify potential obstacles, think about the potential impediments you may encounter along the way. Evaluating them in advance will give you the opportunity to plan potential solutions. And find a physical trainer to keep you accountable. It's possible, for instance, that you'd like to take guitar lessons but are put off by the high cost. The lessons require funding, so you'll have to think of ways to get that. To reach the same end, you could also learn on your own with the help of resources like books and videos. Help you develop into your full potential by keeping you motivated and encouraging you to draw strength from past experiences. Assist in taking things slowly enough to make sound choices. Wait for a while. Impatience to act usually does not yield the best outcomes. To that end, I hope the video was helpful. Finally, I'd like to know what your most important objective is. Please share it with us in the comments below and show your support by clicking the like button. I hope you enjoy it.